Hey guys, and happy Friday. Actually, happy new moon because we are having a new moon in Capricorn today. So, decided to do a little spontaneous live session today. We're going to do some free live training. However, we're going to start it off right and we're going to light some Palo Santo to kind of cleanse the energy. And let's see, let's get some Palo Santo lit. There we go. How's everybody doing today? You guys want some Palo Santo sent to you. This just gets rid of negativity. Any lower vibrations, you guys can put your hands up, close your eyes. I invite you to take a deep breath and then say, I receive. And I will send you guys some Palo Santo in this moment, cleansing the energy, releasing the old, releasing the negative. And we'll keep this off to the side. Burning. Keep cleansing the energies. Okay. So before we jump in to talk about how to leave the money mind matrix, we're going to pull a card. Why? Because we always start free live training Fridays with a quick collective card pull. And because it is a new moon, I have my moon deck. So we're going to grab a quick card for the collective. Hey, Amber. Hi. Happy Friday. How are you doing? Let's see, collective card, what you guys need to know during this moon cycle, a new moon in Capricorn. It was at 10:17 a.m. Central Standard Time, the strongest energy. Probably been feeling the moon a few days before, maybe in a few days after. The energy's still there. You guys can do any moon intentions, any moon magic, whatever you guys are, moon rituals today, tonight, whatever aligns with you. Ooh, actually, this is so powerful. I'm very glad this card came out because I was feeling I wanted to talk about this. Wow, but I didn't necessarily know I was going to go this way. Okay, so we have the dark moon. It says the void. Let's talk about this because most people don't realize the dark moon and the new moon are two separate moons, okay? Think about it. A dark moon you cannot see. So if I look in the sky and I cannot see the moon, that is a dark moon. But a new moon, there's a tiny little sliver, that little crescent. So if I look in the sky at a new moon, there's a little crescent, right? Two separate moons. So why do people call the dark moon and the new moon two separate energies? Well, they're not. And if you actually go back and trace, I went all the way back to the Toltec tradition, which predates like the Mayans and everything, and they separate as two separate moons. A lot of people, they're like, oh, it's the dark moon, and they celebrate that as the new moon, but they're separate energies. And so I think it's really powerful that this card came out today because I was going to talk about the portals that are happening as well. And so we can intertangle it with this because yesterday there was a portal. Today's the third portal in a row, and yesterday on the dark moon, it's a little bit of conflicting energies, but I'll come back to that in 1 second. So guys, a dark moon is a time that ends the moon cycle. The moon cycle starts at a new moon and ends at a dark moon. A dark moon is a time for like no action. You kind of integrate, you reflect. It's a void, of course, like the void. Like you don't do anything at the dark moon, okay? It's destruction energy because the moon cycle is ending, it comes crashing down, and the new moon rebirths it, okay? So that's something just to be aware of because now we're in the new moon. So the creation, new energy, sets some new intentions. We're going to be at a brand new moon cycle for roughly like 29, 30 days until we hit the next dark moon. It will end the moon cycle and we'll start a brand new one. So actually, I love this came out because I wanted to do a little quick highlight about the moons. Well, I was going to do it about the portals, but I'm glad the moons came up because the energy is really strong. And then we'll jump in how to leave the money mind matrix. So we had a portal on 12/12, and then we had a portal on 12/21, and there was a huge energy gateway in between that held space between those two portals for time for manifestation. And the energy was building and building and building, getting towards the winter solstice. And the winter solstice just happened to be on the 12/21 portal. There's a lot going on astrologically and energetically. Huge time to tap into your dreams, your wishes, your aspirations, all of that stuff. However, what happened on the 12/21 portal, it started a set of 3 portals, right? So we had 1-2-2-1 portal on the winter solstice. Yesterday, we had the 1-2-2-2-2 portal, alignment, balance. It's interesting because I wouldn't normally work with a dark moon, but there were 5 2s yesterday, bringing in the alignment and balance and partnership and love and manifestation and union and masculine and feminine energies balancing. And so there was a portal there to work with. And then today there's another portal. It's the 1, 2, 2, 3 portal. So 3 days in a row, heavier times, but this is like purely tapped into instant manifestation time. So guys, if you're somebody who's like, I like to work with the moons, I don't always set new moon intentions, I don't always work with the moons, like make sure you do today, because we just got out of a huge like 10-day energetic gateway. And after having a portal and then 3 portals in a row and having a portal and a new moon on the same day, work with these energies, right? We won't have a portal again. Well, we'll have 2 portals next month, but we're going to be on a little break for the next 7-8 days. And then we're going to jump into another portal the beginning of the month. So just to be aware, good day to highlight all this stuff since we are in a new moon in Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth sign, right? Grounding, focus, letting go of distractions, going back to basics, going back to foundational energies, figuring out what worked in the past, bringing that back to life. Also being really focused on work and studies and schools and stuff like that is coming up. Money is coming up with the Capricorn energy. I actually have a video out about it. It's on YouTube. I'll try to drop it in the link after we get done with the live. You guys can check it out. I think it just came out Wednesday. There's like a new moon 1, 2, 2, 3 portal video up. Be sure to check that out, because I talk about 5 major themes that are going on in the collective. It's not really any of the stuff that we're talking about right now. And there's a little, is there a pick a card? There's some kind of tarot reading. I think it's a pick a card at the end. You guys might want to check that out as well. It's on the YouTube channel. But that's not why we're here today. Why are we here? We're here to talk about how to leave the money mind matrix. Who wants to leave the money mind matrix? Awesome. You're excited. Beautiful. Yeah. Yesterday, the dark moon. Correct, Amber. And the portals have been so powerful in your life. Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. This has been a huge time for like change and transformation. Like flying into new realities, like instantly quantum jumping. It's been a very, very, very powerful time. So let's talk about how to leave the money mind matrix. Me. Awesome. Love it. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so let's talk about what the money mind matrix is. Well, it is mostly of the mind. This is stuff that we've been taught through society, through our parents, through TV, through government, through radios, through all kinds of stuff that's kind of been programmed in our subconscious mind. Here's how energy works, okay? Everything in this universe is energy. Science has proven that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, right? And so everything has a vibration, has a frequency. So these energies, including thought, is an energy, okay? Here's how energy works. With the law of attraction and law of vibration, and how I'm going to entangle it all with the money mind matrix, okay? Somebody has a thought, right? And maybe they think that thought over and over and over and over and over again. Now, it can be good or bad. All of a sudden we have, let's talk about the negative side first, because our brains are programmed to go more negative first. So these limiting beliefs about myself, God, I just messed up. I totally failed. I'm such a failure at life. I'm no good. I'm unworthy. And we start to tell ourselves these stories because of like maybe one particular incident where we just failed or we messed up, and then we start to beat ourselves up, that negative self-talk, right? And so that one thought ends up spiraling to all of these thoughts of I'm no good. I'm a piece of crap. I'm low life. I'm unworthy. I'm a failure. I'm not, like, whatever the story is we tell ourselves, okay? Well, that thought will now turn into a belief. And now I start believing I'm not good enough. Now I start believing I can't succeed. Now I start believing I'm not going to, that I'm going to believe that things are going to fail, because that's the story I told myself, right? Even works in the other energy. Somebody else may have a thought and they repeated it over and over and over. Oh, you're ugly, you're fat, like whatever they tell you. And that thought, they've told you and told you and told you and told you over and over. Now you believe it, right? So now you're believing it is your truth, and you're like, God, they told me I'm fat and ugly, and I believe it. Somebody just told, like, and so now it's your belief system. So once it's ingrained in your belief system, it's now your thought. It's your thought. So thought goes to belief, goes to thought, right? Well, what happens with that thought? You're going to have an emotion because of it. It's going to turn into emotion, energy and motion. It's going to be energy and motion will turn into emotion. So if you're not thinking you're good enough and you're worthy and you're failure and all that, you're probably going to beat yourself up. Probably not going to feel too happy about yourself. Somebody else told you you're ugly and fat. You're probably not going to feel good about yourself. What's going to happen? Depression, lazy days, procrastination, unmotivated, anxiety, all that stuff will come up. Energy, emotion, that thought now becomes an emotion. And it's usually negative. Like I said, the brains are programmed to go negative before positive. So now we have the story, right? Thought, belief, thought, emotion. Well, what would happen next? Emotions are going to manifest here in the reality, here in the physical reality. So what happens? Hey, Kiki, how are we doing? What happens is, well, let's say you have the depression, anxiety. You're not feeling good about yourself. Maybe today, self-care lacks. I don't want to get in the shower. I spend all day on the couch. I sleep in bed all day. You're feeling unmotivated. I'm not going to go look for the job. I'm not going to leave my house. I'm going to isolate. That emotion is going to turn into an action energy. And it's going to create in your reality. And you're going to start seeing yourself, well, I'm not going to go after that job because I'm not good enough. Somebody else is going to get it. Okay. I'm not going to start this diet because, or work out because it ain't getting anywhere. The story you tell yourself is maybe somebody else told you that, but whatever it is, this is how the energy dynamic works. Okay. And I'm going to put this in the money mind matrix in a second. But if you guys are just tuning in, we talked about thought goes to belief, goes into a thought. Thoughts create emotions, emotions create reality. Okay. So this is how the energy dynamic works. Now, let's talk about money for a second and we'll trace it back all up together. So money, most of us get our money beliefs from how we grew up. We see how our parents lived. Okay. And what I've noticed in my personal experience in working with all my coaching clients, it polarizes one or two ways. Everything is going to polarize light or dark, yes or no, hot or cold, yin or yang, right? And there's no right or wrong. But here's the thing, wherever you're at in the polarization with money, money vibrates in the middle at neutrality. It's right here. It doesn't care if it's good or bad. It's right here. So people either grew up with the scarcity mindset because their parents lived paycheck to paycheck. There was never enough money. Like maybe people were poor, maybe they were middle class, but they couldn't go on vacations. Like whatever it is, if you're down here, I don't have money. Other people make money. It just doesn't go around. This is your belief, right? Or you grew up like me. I grew up with entitlement stuff. And so I'm up here and everything's always given to me. And I thought money was just a right. I didn't realize it was a privilege. And I thought it just owed to me. And so up here, because you never told no, or you got everything you wanted. But again, whichever way you grow up, you're missing the money vibration. Because again, I said money's in the middle, right? Money vibrates here. How are you ever going to vibrate with money? It's going to be hit and miss. So every day, your whole life, whatever it is, every year, every week, you're going to keep trying to make money and it's going to be a block. And sure, you can manifest money. Anybody can manifest money. Anybody can. But the problem is that they don't work through the money mind matrix. They're going to have to pay it back. Like all of a sudden I reached the top of my peak, top of my career. I won all this money. I hit the lotto, like a scratch off or just gambling or like whatever it is. I got a pay raise. Like all of a sudden you make all this money and you're up here, but I guarantee you what's going to happen is it's going to come crashing down. You have to pay it all back. Car's going to break down. You got to buy a new furnace. Your washer stopped working. Something happens. Sure, you can say it's life, but I promise you, you will go up and down through the money mind matrix. And it's a never ending cycle. And so what happens when we get out of the money mind matrix, we get in that plateau of even keel neutrality and we vibrate with the vibration of money where we don't have to worry about constantly paying it back, where it's you manifest money and you get to keep it. And you got whatever, thousands in your bank account. You can go on vacations. You can go on trips. You can buy this. You don't have to worry, well, I really want to buy this, but I have to wait till my paycheck. God, I'm behind on rent. Like you don't have to worry about that anymore. So again, going back to what I talked about, the thought, the belief, the thought, the emotion, and then the reality, right? So here's how it plays out. We were told these things mostly from childhood. We mostly pick it up from our parents. But what happens is usually around teenage years, you might get a job and you have an experience with a boss. And so that can also start to form beliefs in the mind. You have a roommate, like experiences happen. You have all of a sudden have to pay bills. You start becoming an adult in your 20s and experiences happen. These start shaping beliefs, right? And so as we're working with the mind and all of these new thoughts and all of these new beliefs are created, what happens is they're stored in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is in charge of 90% of our brain. That means only 10% of our brain we're in control of. So if 10% of my brain, I want money, I'm a millionaire, I'm rich, I'm successful. Well, 90% of the brain is ruling out everything else, saying, Mom and Dad said there wasn't enough money. Your boss passed you up on the promotion. Your roommate didn't pay you. Like you got evicted. You had bankruptcy. All of that stuff is playing in the subconscious mind. It's built, those thoughts, those energies are becoming beliefs that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, and it's never going to be me, and comparison and jealousy and all of that stuff, right? The thoughts, you have the belief, and now you start to think it, and then it manifests into those emotions, and then all of a sudden in your reality, you can't make the money. So do you see how the energy dynamic will work with the money? We got to get out of the money mind matrix. We got to work through these limiting beliefs and release them. So once I figure out how to get out of the money mind matrix, again, Starts with the mind. You work with the mind to get out of the mind. This is what I do with all of my coaching programs with all of my clients. We work with the mind to get out of the mind. We align, normally outside of this, we align with the soul, and we work on whatever you want to work out at that time. How to manifest money, how to manifest a soulmate, how to bring more love in your life, clearing out chakras, like whatever it is, will become the vibration of that. But with this, again, the money one is a little bit more difficult because people don't realize money is an unlimited resource. We all can be millionaires. I promise you. If we get out of the money mind matrix, we all can be. I don't care about, oh my God, there's not enough money and this country's in debt and we're out of money and they're making fake money in, I don't know, maybe the United States. Who the hell knows what's going on in this world? I don't pay attention to all that because I don't live in the matrix, right? Leave the matrix. Anything is possible. I promise you that. I see it over and over and over and over with my coaching clients, right? And you see it as quick as late as like 7 days. Like this is not something. So I have a 30-day program. And this is another thing I definitely wanted to talk about because I am going to run a special on it until January 1st. And not because that's the first day of the year, because I don't believe that is. My first day of the year is the spring equinox. Talk about all the time on my channel, on my YouTube channel, guys, in case you've missed it. Anytime there's an equinox or a solstice, I always talk about it. Shortly put, this is the dead of winter. This is no action time. This is not a good time to start. You want to know why New Year's resolutions never work? Because we're in the winter solstice. Winter solstice is a time of integration, reflection, going inward, hibernation. Look at outside. There is no leaves on the trees. Nobody wants to leave their house. It's -degree weather. It's cold. You hibernate. So why are we setting intentions on the first day of the year and they fail? Because you're working with, we always want to work with the energies and not have them work against us. And so people set all these beautiful intentions and they don't last. A couple days, couple weeks, it doesn't last because you're not working with the energies correctly. You start work with the spring equinox, you plant the seeds. It's the beginning, it's creation energy. I promise you those intentions are those resolutions, all that stuff's going to last a lot longer. But I digress. This wasn't today's session. What I'm trying to say is I'm only going to extend this offer until the 1st, not because it's New Year's, but because there's a portal on 1/1. Okay. So I'm going to have a little offer here. I'm going to let you guys know here in a second. But this 30-day program, it's been a 21-day program. It's been a 21-day program. I started talking about how to leave the money mind matrix back in maybe beginning of November, and I'm going to keep it a 30-day program until we go into the 1/1 portal, and then it's going to go back to 21 days. So if you do sign up for it right now, one, you're going to get an extra week. And also I'm doing $222 off of the program. Probably should have done my math before I did. It's never going to be this cheap again. I'll promise you guys that. Let me see. Yeah. So right now I'm doing, especially with all the twos, we just had a 5/2 portal yesterday, and we're going into the year of the 5 change. So right now I'm offering $222 off the program, which it's going to go back to full price on January 2nd. So, and you're getting an extra full week of coaching along with this. So what is it, right? The money mind matrix, how to leave it. This is what I've been talking about for the last 2 months. First, and if you guys missed, I've got free training on it as well, guys. It's on my YouTube channel. It's in the Facebook group. That's it. Private Facebook group and YouTube. It's the only place you can find this stuff anymore. I'm no longer doing it on my profile or my business page. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Kieran K. How are we doing? But in week 1, we talked about power of thoughts, the power of words, how they're spells, all of that good stuff. Week 2, we talked about limiting beliefs and we need to reprogram that. Week 3, we talked about forgiveness, right? And what do we do in a week 4? Well, week 4 is basically about manifestation, and I haven't really gotten to that. I decided not to do a full week of live training on manifestation because that's the free stuff we're going to learn in the Master Your Money Mindset program, and I've got 2 weeks of that. Well, every week we're going to learn manifestation. Week 1, we're gonna address all. This is my most intense program, I'll tell you guys, because we're going to pull up every core wound you have since you were born, around your parents, around people, around places, around things, around environments, around situations, around everything. We're going to address everything, and we're going to reset you back to the 0-point energy field so you can leave the money mind matrix. We do it fast. We do it in 30 days. All of my other programs, like my chakra program, we do it in 7 months. Right? You got time to integrate and learn. This is a quick, and like I said, it's going to go back to 21 days after the 1st. So jump in and get the extra week of coaching while we have it. But it's a fast integration because I want you guys to get the money now. Money is unlimited resources. You don't have to wait till next year. Someday, maybe it can't be me. Tap into the new money codes now. And this is what this program does. So week 1, we're going to tear into all of the beliefs. We're going to rip you open so we can rebuild you, right? And you're going to learn money manifestation week 1. Week 2, we're going to let it all go. We're going to let it all go. We're going to let it all go. And you're going to learn more money manifestations. But this week 2 is something you're going to carry with you. I'm still working the program. Yeah. I don't know how long I've been working the program, a long time. But these tools you'll have for life. But once you start the process, money will come in. Money will come in. I'm going to be with you for the 30 days and we're going to continue to work the program. But you'll have these tools to keep working and keep working and keep working. Because for me, when I wrote the program, I mean, I got 38 years of stuff to release and forgive, and it's a lot. So I'm still working the program, but you'll have all the tools so you can keep working in the program after the 30 days. Week 3, we learned all about the mindset, deprogramming from the money mind matrix, reprogramming with the new money codes, and we're going to learn mind manifestation. Week 4 is going to be all esoteric manifestation. So we're going to have a lot of fun tools. We're going to do stuff live. We're going to hands-on training. It's going to be really great. I'm going to set you up with, I don't even know, the dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of manifestation techniques. So you'll have a whole tool belt of like, oh yeah, I need some money. Astoria taught me this one. Let's go do this money manifestation. So you guys will have all these powerful tools. So like I said at the beginning, this was like a spontaneous live, but I was like, you know what? We're in the holiday season. And even though I don't celebrate holidays, I know most of you guys do. So I want to run this promotion. It's going to start today. It actually started at 11:11 today, and it's going to run all the way into the 1/1 portal. So at midnight. So I basically, if you get in before January 2nd, I will hold the spot. I will give you the extra free week, and you'll get $222 off of the program. Okay, guys? So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to drop, well, I'll probably do it after live. I'm going to drop a link into the chat of how to book your free money manifestation awakening call to see if this is a good fit, right? Because right now I think I'm only looking for, right now I'm looking for about 5 people, but it doesn't mean I can't put you guys on a wait list for next month. But right now with my schedule, I only have a spot for about 5 people. So my first 5 action takers are going to get the extra free week, and they're going to get the $222 off. Again, it's a limited time offer. So January 2nd, it's going back to full price. And 21-day program. But I will drop the link into the chat to see if it's a good fit. We'll jump on a 15-minute call to see if this works for both of us. And then what else was I going to drop in the chat? Oh, yeah, I'll drop that new moon video I was talking about because today's the new moon. I'll get that in the chat as well. But I just wanted to do a really quick live here. So I think we're going to wrap this up and wish you guys a beautiful day. Send you guys so much love. Happy new moon. And until next time, if you got anything out of this video, do me a favor and that thumbs up button this way. I know you got something that resonated. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a bell too. You want the bell and turn on notifications. I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. That next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, guys. Happy new moon. Happy holidays. Till next time. Be blessed.